I made it home finally. It was a long day today. We had some actually pretty good training about like different lens options for patients that we offer. So it's always good to get a refresher with those. But I missed you guys. Did you guys miss me? Yes. So it's pretty neat because across the road, well, for one thing, there used to be like a motel that was pretty large, but it's not out of business, but they kind of downsized. Just kind of like one of those places that needed to be updated, but they didn't do the updates. So now it's kind of like half of a used car, like an overflow used car lot. And they're looking for fill material. So, you know, twice a day, 3 times a day, there's a cement truck that will go back over there and just like dump. And it's actually made a pretty cool trail. I'll put in a picture right here. Whoa, wee, of the trail that we just went on. So it's just kind of like another one of those benefits of living in this little office that we wouldn't have ever like realized until we moved in here. So it's kind of a fun hike. The only problem is that it rained like all day today. It's kind of wet and nasty out there. And you know, 3-year-olds, obviously, they love puddles. So that's always a challenge.
Mama. Me.
Yeah, that's wee wee. Man, the lighting is just incredible in here. So we always have to be careful like what pictures we leave on our Google Photos, because so Google Photos is awesome, by the way. It'll just automatically upload your photos that you take up into the app, and our Amazon Alexa is linked, and so it'll just rotate through all those pictures. So, you know, if we take like, I don't know, like a picture. So if we take a picture of like a rash on somebody's butt or something like that, we have to make sure we delete it, or like our babysitter will see those pictures. So sometimes it's comical what comes up on there. So today's Tuesday. My parents stopped by.
They did.
How random is it that I had this training at work that we like never ever have. But it was on the day that my parents happened to stop by.
I know.
So I couldn't be home.
I know. But I was thinking they went through Camdenton. If it would have worked out, they could have coordinated to see your office. Not that they've seen your office before, but not that one.
Right.
Not the newer one that you're at.
Right.
But yeah, I know, it was a bummer. They were only here for maybe 45 minutes, so it wasn't like they got to visit for a long time. But and I think just knowing they still had 4 hours to get home.
Right, made it a short trip.
Yeah. So. Ew, why are you so wet?
Yes, my parents they're retiring, I believe, November 1st, and they're going to live full-time in their RV. So they're selling their house, and they traded in their current vehicle, which is like a Cadillac, for a Chevy Spark. But they had a really specific criteria because they'll be towing it behind their RV. So they needed to have a manual, which if you search the United States, there's like 7 brand new manual Sparks for sale.
Manual.
The closest one happened to be in Oklahoma City. So they had a guy from Oklahoma City drive it and meet him halfway. So they got to pick the car up today. And they got like this beautiful baby blue color. But pretty cool. You know, I'm excited for my parents that they're retiring young and they're going to travel and see the world, see the U.S. in their RV, so it should be pretty cool.
Aww.
What do you have, Eloise?
A roo.
A roo.
Aww.
Was that Aunt Tanya sent that from Australia?
Yep.
Very nice.
Eloise loves all animals. She reacts the exact same way. She goes, aww.
Yeah, she does.
So we haven't filmed the new nighttime routine since we've been in the office.
No, we have not.
It's pretty much the same nighttime routine.
In the office.
It's been the same nighttime routine for 2 years.
No, that's not true. Because while you were still breastfeeding Eloise, you would put her down every single night. And I would put the twins down every single night.
Excellent point.
Thank you.
I'll do this week and you do this week.
And she only weaned 4 months ago?
Exactly.
3 or 4 months
So
ago?
I finally get the pleasure of putting baby Eloise down.
She's so great. Are you gonna bring that to Bear? Thank you. Yeah, she's great to put down. The twins?
The twins are good too because they'll actually listen to you read. They get to pick a book and they'll actually listen to you reading the story. But they're in that stage where they are procrastinating to the max. So trying to get them to put their pull-ups on and their pajamas and brush their teeth, it's a lot of work.
And empty the tank. Hooray!
Wee, you ready to brush your teeth?
And then they want a specific thing in their bed, and you never know what that specific thing's gonna be. Gosh, it is, look how fluffy my hair got. I just went for a quick run. It is so humid outside, and I just fluffed up like a Pomeranian. I mean, Brad put a really positive spin on that by saying that they are enjoyable to read to because they will sit and listen, but oh my gosh, the stalling at bedtime is, it makes it, I feel like a drill sergeant when I'm trying to get them down. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Otherwise it'll take an entire hour to get them ready for bed, and
Yeah.
every night, once they're finally down, I'm like,
I mean, it stinks because the quickest way to get them down is to just give in to whatever the heck demand they want.
exactly.
So if they want to sleep with the kangaroo, then you just put the kangaroo in the bed.
Yeah.
It's a no-win situation.
Right. I know I will miss this someday. I know it. And this, putting kids down for bed is one of the most fun things ever. But when it's already 9 o'clock and I'm exhausted and we're trying to get bedtime done and it's taking a half an hour and they're stalling, then I feel like the whole time I'm like, come on, get your pajamas on, get your pull-up on, empty the tank, we gotta brush your teeth. And I'm just like pushing them along the entire way, and you'll have to let me know if you can relate. I'm sure a majority of the people that are watching our channel are in the fondly looking back on this stage category.
It was nice because when we were camping, we camped with parents of a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and Berend Lyndle and those two were watching a movie together before bed. Well, those two just went to bed themselves.
They did.
Yes.
I know.
So
That would never happen in our house.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Well,
were.
obviously it didn't because Berend Lyndle were still up watching the movie.
Yeah, by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to put them down, and they were ready.
My turn.
Everybody got Quip toothbrushes for Christmas. I'm the mom that puts a toothbrush in the stocking. I'm sorry, Santa warning. But yeah, they don't like holding it when it's vibrating though, so we have to let them brush and then we vibrate it.
Bear likes it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to brush my own teeth. I want to brush my own teeth.
You.
I love you.
Say I love you.
I'll call her Wee Wees. And you're like call her Eloise.
That's right.
That's Wee Wees.
Eloise. All right, honey. Night night.
Night night, Daddy.
Night night.
Let me see all your million faces and all your million mistakes. You don't need to hide. Come closer so that we can be together. Everything that has been don't matter no more. We've burned it. All those whirlwinds can't touch us no more. We've earned it. We've earned it.
One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, fastest, roughest bulls to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. This is one of the very first books I remember reading to them as little tiny babies.
Really?
Yeah, days old.
What is it? Ferdinand?
Yes.
Nice.
I picked it because it had a bunch of black and white pictures.
Yeah.